Let's talk acrylic markers. Okay, these are the first set of acrylic markers that I purchased. I purchased them from Temu. I wanted to see if I really liked them before I purchased more. So what I did was I swatched them out. Y'all, this is my swatch book. This may look like a hot mess, but trust me, I normally never swatch, so I'm very proud of this. But I went through and I swatched out the colors just to see all of them that I had. Now, what I did notice was that some of them had a shiny, the little color of them was a little shiny. So I was really trying to see what that was about. Like this one doesn't seem as shiny. And it must be kind of like, I really can't like metallic like I can see some, it must be indicating that it's metallic, okay? Let me find one that doesn't have that, even though this is a different color. Okay, so even if it is metallic, I really can't tell. But I will say this, that the size is different. Now, these acrylic markers, the nib it reminds me of a nib of an alcohol marker is what it reminds me of. Now, since I purchased these, I've purchased others. And I will say that this nib is not my favorite type of nib. And this is why I say that. Now, I don't know if you can see with this yellow swatch right here, it looks like something got on the swatch or something was on the color. And if your nib, what I've noticed with these is if your nib touches another color, or let's say if like I wanted to put dots on something that was green, kind of like how you use a white pen, it doesn't recover well. um now it's a lot better, but still it just seems like it doesn't work the same. It's not as clean, it's not as as it was before. So I will say that. Also, I'll say that the ink or the acrylic doesn't flow out of it as well as some other pens I have used since purchasing these particular acrylic markers. Now I do have lots of them and they were really inexpensive. So it's a great acrylic marker. If you know you're not going to use your markers that much, or if you're just trying to find out about acrylic markers and you really don't want to spend a lot of money because you don't know if you're going to be very committed to them. So it has been my quest to learn how to color with acrylic markers. So, and why is that? Because I've seen people create pictures that look like paintings acrylic, using acrylic markers. It's like, okay, so they'll color the leaf or color whatever the object is. Okay, let me just kind of show you right here. And then they can cover up the line so well. I mean, it just really looks like a painting. Now, I will say this. You'll see my other markers in a minute, and these are not the best. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but when these markers, when you color with them, they like leave like little fuzz behind. So I don't like that about them either. So that's one thing that I kind of noticed with this particular type nib. Let me go in with a darker green because we see that the light green isn't like getting rid of the line. But let me go in with this darker green as if I was going to outline it. And it does. It does get rid of the line. But again, I don't like how it leaves a little fuzzball stuff behind. And I'm just gonna call it fuzzball. Like the little particles from the nib are left behind. There we go, Crystal. Okay. I'm like, I don't like that. So these markers, they are good. Let's say if I just want to add some accents to something, they're good for that. They have a white pen. Let's see, here it is right here, the white one. So, and have I used it? Yeah, let's say if you just and see, it's not even that great. It could be because I use it a lot. So let me, yeah, I might have used it, but you know what? Even still, with these type of nibs, you're gonna see in other with my other acrylic markers, I'm not a fan of them. So let me just say that. So my goal is to color with these and cover up the lines, and it's gonna look like a painting. That is my goal. All right, so these are my Temu markers. We're going to go on to the second set of acrylic markers that I purchased. Let's go. All right. So the second type of acrylic markers that I purchased were, and I just call them Sharpie Thins because I have like some that are thicker and I have some that are thin. So this would be a one of the thin ones, and this is one that is thicker. I do like these better than the Timu ones, but they don't have a wide range of colors. And again, I don't know if you can see this yellow, but it does the same thing because it has the same type of nib. Now, what I will say is that the ink flows better out of these Sharpies. I do like how it has this little well right here, and you can see, where your ink is and how it's coming out. But it definitely flows. Oh, wow. It flows out so much better. You also have better coverage, meaning that if you want to cover a line, you actually can cover it. You won't see it. I love the like the white that is gray. Oh my God. Here I go, y'all. Here I go. Okay. Woo. Okay. I do love the white one that comes with it because I like the nib on it. The nib on the Sharpie is a lot. It has like a little pointy tip. So I do like that. Let me get the Timu one out. Sorry, Timu. I know I'm dogging you out, but y'all know y'all was cheap. You see the difference? See how that one's pointy and this one isn't? All right. So sometimes the Sharpie marker can have that same type issue where like if you go against something that's darker, it's gonna leave because the same thing happened with the yellow. I don't know why I'm always using yellow and it's always going against something that's darker. And it's leaving a little residue on it. See, here's my, and I'm like, it doesn't come off. It's like, get clean, get clean, 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 clean. I'm gonna have to look up how to because look, it's just on there. It's still coming out. Do I like these? Yes, I do because you can cover things well, but it's when you hit something that's darker in the nib, it gets on the nib, it's problems. Now, I will say this. I do like the thinner ones more than the thicker ones because I really can't see, especially with certain pens. Of course they're gonna act right when I'm on the camera because the thicker ones don't seem to flow out as more, but the coverage is amazing on them, meaning that um the paint is more opaque. You can't really see when you're trying to cover up a line. It's way better than the Sharpie. So let me bring out our Creative Haven Plant Mom. So what I did was I did a little painting and see, look at that yellow from the Timu. Look, y'all, I don't like that. And hopefully you can see what is all this. Why is there lint? This isn't laundry. There should not be lint. It's like if you're going to use the Timu marker, you need a lint catcher. Y'all know that little thing to catch the lint in the dryer? It's like that. I don't care for that. So let me use the Sharpie. Let me use the thinner green one. All right. Here's a green one. And I must not have stored this correctly because I can see where it's like a darker green at the nib because I should be storing them flat. Let me see where I want to start. So let's see. Okay, so the lighter color is not covering the line. Oh, these lines just stick like that. Okay, now let me see. I know I don't have to shake these. Oh, I lied. I didn't mean to though, y'all. You don't have to shake the Timu. See, no ball. All right, so let me. So you do have to shake these. So let me try again. My bad. It still doesn't have good coverage. It does not. I want to not see it, but I still see it. So let me tell you, I'm going to go over it with the darker green. So that was the lighter green. Let me find the darker green one. Here we have it here. Awesome nib. Let me shake it up. I do like the way the ink flows out of them, though. Okay. I love that. And how it shows you. how much ink you have. But let me just do this little part right here. Yeah, see the darker markers come through. They do as far as covering up the line. Because even look at the even though the Timu marker need the lint catcher, it still covered up the lines on the little leaf, on the sage leaf. But let's just see. Let's do a let's do an orange one. Can y'all hear that thunder? It's like thunder, boom, and lightning. Yeah, let me hurry up and get this video done. See, the lighter markers aren't coming through with the line coverage. They're not. So what you can, it is making it lighter. So you can come back over it with a colored pencil probably and really eliminate the line altogether. But I'm just trying to do it from the get-go. And this is just one layer of the, acrylic paint. So I'm not gonna dog it out too bad yet. So let me use okay, so the larger ones you don't have to shake. But then also the larger ones don't have that little, well. Well, I call it a well. Okay. Okay, I need to go to the gym. They don't have this. The larger ones don't. So that's probably why they don't flow as well. Like the flow on these is amazing. It's not as amazing on these. And also, Sharpie, y'all, you need more colors, okay? If you gonna come to the party, show out, dance all night. Um, you know how y'all come through with your strong smelling markers. Okay, let's see if this green one is it covering it better. But you know what? I laid that. Okay, so look at that. So even though the color underneath it was darker, you wait for it to dry, you can cover that up. Y'all, if you mess up some, these are the markers. Acrylic markers are the way to go. They can correct any and everything. Yes. All right. So let's look at these colors. They don't have that.
Oh my God.
Let's look at these colors. They don't have that many colors. They really don't. When I saw the larger size ones, I didn't have them, so I just wanted to give them a try to see what they were about. But the smaller ones, they have the ball in them, and you have to shake them and see. You definitely need to store these laying down because, yeah, the ink is going to be going everywhere. But the larger ones don't. They don't have the ball. All right. So I like the Sharpies better than the Timu ones because they don't leave all that lint behind. They don't. Even the larger ones. Okay, let me just go back. I grabbed the book again. But okay, what is that? Wait a minute. It's the type of nib. This nib right here, it just leaves lint behind. It needs a lint catcher. And that's just it. All right. Let's go on to the next marker. And I might have to hold off on making this video. Can y'all hear that thunder? Woo-wee. But yes, let's go on to the next marker. Do I like these? Yes. But you know what? They need to make the price more reasonable. Since it's leaving lint behind, I'm going to need perfection based on the price. All right. Next marker on deck. Let's go. All right. So my next set of acrylic markers are called Creative Experts. Now, the only reason why I have these is because I was in TJ Maxx and they were $4.99. Now, I do believe there were 24 markers, but when I look at my count, I only have 23. I'm always losing one. I'm quite sure it rolled somewhere. At least I didn't suck it up in the vacuum cleaner and break the vacuum this time. But yes, they were $4.99. How could I leave that in the store? So these markers, first of all, I like the colors. Y'all see how it has like 3 greens? This is like four blues, 3 purples, meaning that, they have that light, medium, and dark within the same color family. So I really like that. Let's check out the nib. So this nib is kind of like a combination of all the other ones. So it's definitely, it doesn't have a ball. I don't have to shake it, but the nib is pointy, but it's still that kind of, I don't want to say like styrofoam, but yeah, it's not a brush tip. It's not. So the ink definitely flows out of it really nice. It's not skipping or anything like that. Let me get the lighter green one. Yes, these were a steal. I don't know if you do it or not, but when you are in like TJ Maxx, Ross, um, stores like that, go into the back. They have some good art supplies back there that no one knows about. Look at this yellow. Now, see, I made sure I did not contaminate this marker right here. All the other ones that have this type of nib have been messed up, but I know not to use this one, so I can count on it when I need it. So let's go to our page. Now, if you go back in the video, you can see that I totally reworked this pot. Can y'all see how I totally go back and look? That's one thing that I love about acrylic markers. If you don't like the way some look, you can just paint it differently. And no one will ever know. They'll never know. They won't know. They will not. Now, what I did do was I took the Timu markers and the Sharpie markers, and let me lift the page up. They still are linty. Those markers that don't have like the little well where you can see the ink, those ones just leave behind a little debris. But with several coats of the acrylic marker, you can no longer see the lines on the light colored ones. Remember when I laid down the light color, you could still see the line? Well, you just need to wait for it to dry and lay down more acrylic marker. I just wanted to share that. All right, so let's try out these experts. We're going to start on the chives. We're going to start with a lighter color one first. Let's see. Again, it does not cover up the line on your first pass through, but experience has taught me that I just need to add more layers. Or you can just start with a darker marker, okay? And that's going to cover it up for you immediately. So let me just start right here on this side with this darker marker. Here we go. Yeah, so this was not supposed to be a part of my collection, but hey, in the Fox's Den, you could get added to the den at any time if the price is right. Now what I want to do is just take another green, but you see how it's totally covered up that line? Ooh, I love that. But again, it's the lint. I don't like how it leaves that behind. Ooh, I don't like that. I mean, like for real though. I don't like that. I'm trying to see if I can, yeah, a little bit. I can make that work. All right. So same type of concept. Do I like the markers? Yes. For $4.99. Hey, I will not complain. All right. So you know I saved the best for last. But I'm going to display them both at the same time because I love them both so very much. These two, the next two that I'm going to show at the same time, are my favorite. They are absolutely my favorite acrylic paint markers. All right, y'all, let's go. It just looks sleek. It really does. Um, you do have to shake it, but look, there's like a measuring thing so you can tell how much ink you have. Look at that. And then you can see it. It's just a very pretty marker. It really is. So then let me uncap it. Again, it has that inkwell situation like what are the Sharpie markers have. It does. It flows really well. It has the little tip on it, which is awesome. These are, you see, I put my fave, does not skip a beat. These are my favorite. They really are. They're just such a pretty marker. I wish I had gotten the largest set. I got 30 of them. I think this is a set of 30. I purchased these from Amazon, actually. This red is just, I need this in a lipstick. Amazing. Look at that. Ah, you know, If I could do calligraphy, y'all know what I'm talking about. That cute writing. These are perfect for that, but they're perfect from coloring. Okay, Foxy the colorist, not the calligraphist. So we know what I'm trying to say. But these are amazing. And then again, I love how it has, look, there's three colors within the pink family, within the, purple. Look at all the greens. Just amazing. Now, I do believe Just Art, and I have several of their products. So don't sleep, y'all, on some of these. They might not be the big name products, but they're awesome. So right now on Amazon is June 2025. Okay. Um, 30 for $18.69. But see, I wasn't sure. I had gotten that 48 for 27. And it looks like it comes with a container or like a holder. Yeah, I wish. But guys, they even have 18 for $11. So if you don't need that many and you just want to kind of like try them out, don't get the Temu ones. Get these. Oh, they are absolutely amazing. Let me make sure I ain't showing y'all my address. Not that I don't want to see y'all. Uh, yeah, these are absolutely amazing. I wish I had gotten the largest set, but I didn't know. Ain't nothing like having a whole bunch of nasty, like if food you haven't tried before, and then you try it and you just got a big old plate of nasty. Same thing with markers. Like I don't even like these. So, but these are absolutely amazing. So these are Just Art acrylic. So as if I needed any more, because these were number one. Then I got these because these were on sale too. These 72 dual tip acrylic markers. And I was like, Crystal, don't get any more. Do not get any more. So let me open them up. I think I have them in here upside down. Okay, I do not. When I opened these things up and I saw all these colors, I was like, Eureka! I was. I was. Guys, okay, with 72 markers, they just have a ton of colors. Now, when I first opened them, I was like suspect because I was like, are these really acrylic markers or are they like, just some watercolor markers? Because I had just never seen, like this many markers. Now, is the packaging as cute as my? No, it's not. It's really not. But these markers have shown me that, hey, look, sometimes it ain't, it's about how you work. Everybody can't be pretty, okay? That's what these markers say. I'm still fine. Once you be around me a long time, then I get cute to you. And they really are. I absolutely love these markers. I'm trying to get to the page where I swatch them. Here we go. Look at all the colors within the different ranges. I mean, I love these markers. Okay, so let me get one out. Now, it doesn't have. Okay, so let me show you the brush tip. Okay, it has a little point on it. It doesn't have like the little well that I like. You don't have to shake it, but then it has that bullet nib also. It's almost like an alcohol marker that has the brush tip and then the bullet. But do the alcohol markers have the brush tip and then that little wedge one? Okay, boy, that might be a lie. Okay, so, but it has a brush tip and then this little pointy nib tip. Absolutely love these. The colors are amazing. So, of course, with all these different colors and these beautiful markers, I have been working on a page within Creative Haven because I told you guys my goal is I've seen people make their pages look like they're like artwork. Like it looks like somebody did a paint by number with acrylic paint like a brush. And look at my trees. I like how it's coming out. This is my goal with these acrylic markers. When I get done with these pages, I want them to look like they were actually painted. If you go out on YouTube, there's not a lot of people who are doing like Creative Haven, like color along using acrylic paint pens. Okay, so I did the trees. I did these mopeds. They're gonna be mopeds today, but I'm still working on like this little hut. I did do like the little bar area or whatever you want to call it. But yes. So my end result is for it to look like it's an actual painting. Now this page right here, I use these markers. I did. And you see, I don't even have to say anything. Y'all see the result, right? You see look at the is that coconut? Look at the coconuts. It's not pineapples, Crystal. Look at the coconuts. Absolutely amazing. So a lot of times, like even like with these markers, like this right here, I laid down a base of alcohol markers. I'm trying to get one of them out. I hope the camera ain't going crazy. Take your time, Crystal. Take your time, baby. Sing the song. Take your time. Okay. So I do not want to mess up my page on camera. I don't want to do it off camera either. What am I saying? But I just love how I could just go through and just, cover up the lines. It just gives it a whole different look. I'm gonna learn how to do this. I am. Watch me, watch me, ooh, watch me. Y'all, what song is that? Watch me, watch me. Let me whip. Now watch me, nay nay. Okay, there you go. Now watch me paint with these acrylic paint pens. I am going to learn how to do this. I am. Y'all, excuse me with my burst of craziness. So yes. So I've been working on this page because I was like, Crystal, do the video, do the video. I like to test things out and show you guys how I'm using them. So y'all don't think I just get all this stuff and don't use it. No, that's not true. I use my stuff. So look at that. So once that dries, because I have so many different colors, I'm going to go in with this darker color. I'm like, okay, don't play, don't play. I'm sorry, pretty pens, but these pens has got my attention. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it ain't about the look, baby. Okay? Ask me about some shoes. Who be wearing red bottom shoes? Then you need to go to the podiatrist because your toes are all crunched up and you should have just wore some little comfortable Walmart white sneakers and your feet would have been better. But look, that is what I'm trying to achieve. Does anyone actually do they already do this already? Have you created a video? I need to watch it. Yes. So these are my favorite. They actually are. I love both of these so much. I really do. They were worth every penny. They really were. Both of them were. Both of these were worth. I wish I had started from here, but if you don't know now, you know. Now I know, and I didn't know at the time. What other? Oh, I can use this one right here. And the colors, I really love the colors. I think this one is going to be too
Oh
light, but
my
I can go back
God.
in with a darker one. Okay, am I coloring off camera? Okay, there I go. And even though I laid down like the blue alcohol marker, um, I think I just did that just for the outline. But I mean, Linda B, shout out to Linda B because Linda B likes covering up the lines. Me too now, Linda. But yes, so if you just want to go through and like just cover up the lines, you can do that as well. The white paint pen is amazing. Let me show. I do like this white paint pen better than what is that? Acrylic. It just says acrylic markers. What type of y'all? Acrylic markers. I do like this one better. Let me see. I just feel like I don't know, it lays down more paint. And then also too, the nib is a little dirty on this one, but still I'm able to clean it. I'm gonna have to look up how do you clean these nibs, especially the lighter ones when they touch the you like darker colors. But yes, so you guys are going to see, when I show you some of my completed pages, just how I've used acrylic paint pens, just to give my pages just a different look. Yes, I love these. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do you have acrylic paint pens? Are you knowledgeable in how to properly do this? It's just trial and error over here in the Fox's Den, but we have lots of fun. Let me know what type of acrylic paint pens you have and which ones are your favorite. Right now, I am leaning towards, okay, the ones that have the little well in them and that has the pointier nib. Now, But I say that, okay, now your hands will get messed up. I say that, and these ones, these don't, these do not have the little ink well, but they're still amazing. But they do have that little pointy nib end, and I have not encountered where like the pointy nib leaves behind any of that little lint that you need the dryer for. Look at this page. There's no lint, none whatsoever. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video of my different acrylic paint pens. I'm really enjoying using them. I really am. So be sure to check out my other videos with all my different coloring supplies. All right. Well, this is Crystal the Foxy Colorist. Don't forget to hit the like button on the video so other people can see these acrylic paint pens and the different things that you can do with them. All right, now don't forget to tell me if you have acrylic paint pens and what type they are, and if you know how to do this, or if you have any pointers for me, let me know. I really appreciate when y'all do that. I really do. All right. Well, like I always say, what do I say? Y'all go shopping whenever you want to for whatever it is that you want to, but pay your bills though. And what else? Keep it foxy. Peace. Bye, guys.